So on this next one, of course, I have a product. So when I take the derivative, I have to do first times derivative of the second, but I'll be taking the derivative of the exponent, so -1, and then times e to the negative x plus second times derivative of the first. And if I simplify it, I get, and then of course I could factor out a x and an e to the negative x, or maybe even a negative x. Let's take a negative x out. Sure, why not? And then I'll have an x left in the first term. Oops, not plus though, now it'll be minus. So minus 2x. Nope, just minus 2, kidding. And, oops, I don't want to do that yet. If I don't want negative exponents, I can put the e to the negative x on bottom. So I'll have negative x, x minus 2 on top, over e to the positive x. Nice and neat and tidy and legal. All right, so looking at the next one, y prime, I want to take the derivative of the exponent, which would be 0, and then times e to the fourth times e to the whatever, which just gives me 0. Ooh, that's way too simple. So what can we do with this bad boy? Well, let's see. Remember, the derivative of natural log is 1 over the whatever, and then times, the derivative of the whatever. So let's see, of course, the derivative of that would be 0 plus, and then I'd have to take the derivative of the power times e to the power. Let's see how we might simplify this. Well, of course, on top, I'm going to end up just having 2e to the 2x, because I would distribute the 1, and of course the 0 goes away, and the bottom just stays the same. That wasn't even scary. Come on, Torres, bring it! Okay, so let's see. I don't know, can I make the next one scarier? So in the first piece I have a product, so I have to do first times derivative of the second, but derivative of e to the x is e to the x, plus second times derivative of the first, but derivative of x is 1, and then I'll subtract, and the derivative of e to the x is e to the x. So let's see how this simplifies out. I have x e to the x plus e to the x minus e to the x. Of course, those are magically going to disappear. And that's all I get. Okay, well, implicit differentiation is a little bit scarier, right? Because I can't get y by itself. So let's see, for this piece, I got to do first times derivative of the second, but that would be derivative of the power times e to the power, and then plus second times derivative of the first. Then I'll move on to this. Derivative of that with respect to x will be -10. And then I'll move on to this. So I'll have plus 3 times dy dx, and still 0 on the other side. So let's see how I can merge this stuff. Okay, so not much different there. So I'll move the terms that don't have dy dx to the other side. And then of course I'll factor out the dy dx and divide by the stuff that's left over, so it should look like this. Plus 3. There I go. I guess it wasn't really so bad. Oop, before I erase it though, did anybody see the mistake? So this was a y the whole time. That little bugger. Okay, I gave myself a Scooby snack.